Hello again, it's Natasha from Bitches Get Stitches. I always wave, I don't know why I do that, but you know what, I feel like I'm talking to an actual person there, so might as well. So, hello, there's a good wave. I'm coming back in under a full week, I believe. I believe I posted my last one like November, or I filmed it like November 30th, and is today the 8th or the 7th? It's the 8th. Okay, so we're like a week and a day. So I feel like that's a record. Someone mark that down in history. Actually back within a good amount of time to show you some stuff. And that's because I have today off. I'm due my every other Friday off, and I actually got my stuff together and organized ahead of time so I'd be able to do this. Did I get all dressed up and do like makeup and stuff? Nope. Took a shower, put the hair up. I'm in a comfy dress. You know, we're chill. We're just hanging out on Friday, you and me. But I have a little bit of stitching to show you and a lot of bit of plans to talk about. So yay. And we'll just go ahead and jump on in. No FFOs, but I do have plans for those. But I do have two finishes. So I was able to, first off, finish the writing lesson, which is one of those little portraits. They're not portraits. I always call them portraits, but they're like paintings. One of the masterpieces, the mini masterpieces. And I feel like I got this off of, it was off Etsy, but I can't remember the name of the shop, but it was one of the like buy the full set of mini masterpiece patterns. And I bought it because I joined the Snarky and Modern Mini Art Sal. I have not kept up with that. I have the emails in my inbox. I'm gonna try to start each of those, but I mean, they're like on number 8 and I'm not. This wasn't even one of them. This was an additional one that I started as part of Stitch Mayhem. So, oops. If you've been here a while, you know I don't tend to keep up with stitch-alongs. Anyway, this was so much fun to stitch, and honestly, it's almost a little bit like me and my daughter. I think that was why I started it, because at the time that I started it, Lucy's hair was still like blondish. She's now gone to like dirty blonde, going into brown, and my hair was brown, and I'm now purple haired and she's darker brownish or darker blondish hair. So it's very loosely related to Lou and I, but it's still cute. I'm gonna find a little frame and put that together. I will say the back stitching was not fun in this. Normally I don't mind back stitching, but this was not fun because it was a lot of like smack dab in the middle of one of the Ada squares, like splicing threads and stuff, and I was just like, I didn't really enjoy that as much, but it came out looking pretty good, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, so there's finish number 1. Then finish number 2 is a gift for a friend, and it is No Talkie Till Coffee. And when I started this one, I did it as part of it was a weekly prompt as well as like a monthly prompt for the Fandom Stitching group. And when I started it in one day, I had the T and the A, and that was it. If you remember, like at the end of Stitch Mayhem, all I had was the T and the A. And then I picked this up in one day and was like, let's just see how much I can get, because each 100 stitches is a point. And so I finished all of the rest of it in a day because I just kept going and going and going and going and couldn't stop. And I love it. So cute. And so this is for a friend of mine at the LARP. She doesn't know she's getting it. That every morning I always make sure I'm the one that's up ahead of everybody else, and I make coffee. And she always stumbles out and I say good morning and she's coffee. So this is for her. I'm gonna finish it. I've got a little like hanger thing. I'm gonna put this on, not flat fold, I keep calling it flat fold. I'm gonna put it on a board and then attach it to the wooden hanger, but I need to paint that hanger first. I'm not sure what color, so I'm gonna find like a backing fabric. I'm gonna kind of model off of one of the things that Michelle Schmidt Crafter did, is that she did this her piece on backing board, and then she put kind of like lacy whatnot around it and then on a board. So I need to paint the board, find the trim, probably not lace, but like some trim, put that down, then put this on top of it, and that's how it's gonna hang. So if you have ideas on what color should I paint the board, or what color of trim should I look for, let me know. Awesome, cool. So there's 2 finishes, but I still worked on a bunch of other things as well. I kept going on the autumn salt boxes. I don't have the pattern with me, so here's a picture. And this is another one that I'm not gonna finish by what is the end of the autumn equinox? Isn't it like the 21st, December 21st? Yeah, I'm not gonna be done. This is where I was last time. After that devastating, like, oh crap, I put in Blanc instead of B5200, I was so mad. So I pulled all that out. Well, this is where I'm at now. I fixed all of that and then completed this and then kept going here. So I'm gonna keep this out today because I'm gonna finish the border here and maybe get some of the color in, because I finished spring, but like summer, all I got was the frame. And then autumn, I would like to have more than the frame. And if I won't finish it, but if I finish this before the equinox, I want to go back and do some on the summer. But then when December starts, then I'll do the winter, right over here. And I'm hoping I have enough. This is in the Q-snap there, so, but I feel like I should. And then I can get those all in the line there, and then I'll do next year the second set. But I have to move the Q-snap. So I was like, yeah, I'll just show what it looks like from there. Okay. Next one was the Creation of Adam, which is another one of the mini the mini art pieces. Actually, I feel like this was the second. Yes, this was the second start. So I did do a little bit along with the Sal. So this is where it was last time you saw it. And this is that same mini art. Sal was snarky and modern. It's from the same set that I bought on Etsy, yada yada. I picked this up also as a part of a monthly prompt to kind of get as many points as I could. And this is where I'm at now. So not actually that far from a finish, well, before the back stitch, which again, I'm not gonna look forward to, but it's, you know, part of the process. We'll get there. It'll look good once it's done. It's just not gonna be fun doing it. I normally like backstitch, but that writing lesson one really bothered me. So not looking forward to it, but I'll do it. Next one I picked up was Victorian Mourning Tree, which is by Night Spirit Studios. And this one I started for the Stitch for Sage hashtag. Sorry, I'm trying to get cat hair off it before I show it to you. This is where it was last time you saw it. So I had quite a bit of the tree and like willow branches hanging down and such. And I guess I just continued on that and ended up finishing the trunk. So all of that was completed because I feel like I had just down to here and then like an outline of this side. So I filled all of this in, which was a good chunk of stitching there. But it's looking great. I love this color, 782. Nice. It's like a nice gold looking color without having the metallic feel, which is cool. This is on a black 18 count Ada. I used it for quite a few of the pieces that you've seen. I think 2 of the ones that I'm doing today. So yeah, there's that one. Not planning to pick that one up again anytime soon, but you never know. I've got big plans for next year, so we'll see. Next one I picked up was the Howling Wolf, which is by Cari Buziak. It's in that Whimsical cross stitch book that I got from her or from the library. This is where I was last time you saw it, so I like just had a start on it, like right in the middle. You couldn't even tell what the darn thing was, and I was like, I'm gonna try to push through on this and get as much as I can, maybe get it finished. Yeah, no, didn't, but I got pretty far. I got his whole head going, or her whole head, I don't know. Is this a girl? Is this a boy? You tell me. Is it even necessary. Okay. Yeah, so I got all of the like head in. All I've got is I want to call it a mane, but it's not a lion. The fur fluffs. And you can see my thread sticking in the background because I'm still working on this piece of thread. That's all I've got is just these little fluffs down here along the collar. Probably gonna keep that one out because I'm really gunning for a finish on that. And that one's on a white 18 count Ada. Next one I worked on was the Greenhouse of Oddities, and I'm still working on this one as well. Like, so this is going to be another, like, keep working on this one tonight. And this is the Greenhouse of Oddities Sal. It's already all the way out, so it's not a mystery anymore. This is where I was last time you saw it. I had all the frame mostly done. Yeah, I think I had like 20 stitches left or something on the, okay, maybe it ended up being like 50 stitches, I think, because my mind can't estimate stitches on small count. And I kept it out, kept working on it, and now I've got a little bit of a bench going on down here in the outline of my skeleton showing up. I'm trying to hide my face so it doesn't blur the rest of this. So super fun to stitch. I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna do Darwin or Carver over here on that side. So if anybody has any good arguments as to why I should do one or the other, let me know. And don't tell me to stitch it again. One copy of Carver, one copy of Darwin. No, not happening, guys. This is on a 40 count linen that was dyed by me. And it's funny, it like looks gray to me in there. So I hope the green is coming off to you guys. Maybe when I upload it all, I can tell, but this is green. It's like a greenish gray. I guess the light coming in from the window doesn't really help, but I love stitching on this. So much fun. This was what made me fall in love with 40 count is this piece here. I really enjoy the feel and the look that you get from a 40 count linen. So you can see the tree through it. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Gonna keep it out, gonna keep stitching. Because that one pretty much always stays out on my desk, so I can get like 1 or 2 stitches in a week at least, maybe more. Next one that I picked up was Amonita Witch, and this is by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. This is the one that I'm doing for a friend of mine. This is where I was the last time you saw it, and I need to get this one done by January, along with the mushroom, the Little Kingdom mushroom one, and the Do You Even Read Bro? Those are the 3 that I'm aiming to finish for January. Ow, those are claws. Thank you, Nelly. Goodbye. Sorry. And let me see, I'm gonna use this again. This is where it is now. So I've got a frog. Look at the frog. He's so stinking cute. He doesn't have eyes, but he's cute. And I started working on some more of the like sticks and twigs and stuff because I wanted to kind of come around. This is that 782 again. It looks so good on black. I love how 782 looks on black. And then I filled in a lot of the green on her hair, so she's a lot more filled in. It's hard to color complete on this because of the counting. And so I think I'm gonna stop trying to color complete and I'm just gonna move my way around the circle, I think, because with like finishing thread. So I have a thing about leaving pieces of thread. So like, let's say I try to make my way around here and then I like run out of this green, or there's no more greens over here, but I've still got half a piece of thread. I'll count over and I'll do whatever I need to over here instead of putting a half a piece of thread back on my bobbin and then starting a new color to keep going over here. So it's kind of a mix, but I cannot color complete for the whole thing. The counting is just driving me crazy and it's taking way too long. So I'm gonna stop trying to do that. Oh man, but this is looking really good. I'm excited for this and I hope that my friend loves it. Again, she doesn't know that she's getting it. Okay. And then the last one I worked on was the wedding collage, and it's a Janlynn kit that I've had forever. And I'm not liking it. It's so not fun to stitch because like, so the lace is great, but I started looking and like these here and like the bits of the bow and like anything that's like the point on the bow. Like anything that's like itty bitty, it's a quarter stitch. This, you see the like, the lines that kind of swiggle on the cake, those are quarter stitch. So you've got, if you've got a square, you've got a quarter stitch and a quarter stitch. Instead of just doing a full tent, it's quarter, quarter. It's so annoying. Not liking it. I'm gonna see if I can get close so you can see it on here, but this is where I was last time you saw it. Had just a little bit of that corner. I was working on the cake, which I probably should have gone back in and just finished the cake. But then I started looking at the rest of it and I was like, I cannot right now. I cannot. I need to do the border because it's an easy stitch. So this is where I'm at now. So I'm trying to finish that border because it's actually enjoyable. But if you, I don't even know if you can see it because it's yellow. Let me see if I can get close. Yeah, I don't think you can see it, but like there are so many, it's like quarter, 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 quarter. I guess you can kind of see it more on these, like quarter, quarter, whole, whole. This is whole, quarter, quarter, whole. I'm like, so annoying. I would never design something like this, but I want to finish it because I want to do it for my husband. And I'm probably going to end up changing her hair to brown because I had brown hair at the time. And then on like back stitching, I'm gonna like crisscross some purple to make it look like ribbon because my dress had purple corset strings in the back because purple's my favorite color. I pretty much threw purple at everything I could in our wedding. But I think because it's a kit, I'll stick the rest of it with how it is and just do those little touches. I think that'll be good. I'm not big into changing patterns because I'm just not good at it, especially with kits. It's easier if it's like just a pattern where like you just bring in your own colors and stuff. But when it's a kit and it's like they provide the floss and all that, I'm like, oh, how do I do this? So I don't know. We'll figure it out and kind of go as we go. Speaking of wedding stuff, I am gonna be starting, sorry, that's the end of my whips. Now I'm talking about plans. I want to get this going as well. It's Long Dog Samplers Forevermore. And I was coaxed into getting some Vicky Clayton silks. Thanks, Michelle, Chinook Crafter. And so I picked up our two wedding colors, purple and gray, just kind of picked some variegated that looked pretty cool. And I'm gonna mess around with the stitches, and because this is supposed to be monochrome, and I don't know, back and forth motifs, and see what I can do and make it look good. We'll see. So when I get those in, I'll probably try to start this one, but I don't know how soon, because another part of plans for next year is that I've joined Whip Warriors, which I heard about initially from the Minnesota stitcher, Hannah. And so I went over and checked out their page, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to start. I'm nervous and anxious, but so excited. And so I signed up to do 24 and 24, which means that you only work on 24 patterns at a time. So I'm gonna actually, after this recording, I'm gonna go down and organize my craft area because it is a mess. And I am going to plan out my 24 whips that I'm gonna work on next year. I'm also gonna use those as part of Whip Go because I would like to try to do Whip Go this year. I'm also gonna be continuing with Fandom Stitching. I've also joined the Halloween cross stitch challenge group, the free cross stitch challenge group that's run by Creatively Crafting. I am just like diving all in because apparently I feel like I'm Superwoman and things are going to be easy to do next year. we'll see how that goes. I mean, obviously if things become too much, I'll just drop something, no big deal. But I have big plans because it's the end of the year and it makes me feel like I've got a ton that I can accomplish next year. You know, start of the new year. I always loved start of like school years and stuff because you get all your notebooks in order and all your new stuff and you get things organized, you set your agenda out, your planner and all of that jazz. So I'm really excited. We'll see how long that excitement continues. Oh goodness. So those are plans. Only one piece of haul, and that was I had a Personalized Design reach out to me and ask if I would like to try one of their bookmark patterns. And so I said yeah, and I ordered this Weasley House one here, and so it comes with the whole kit, pattern, floss, fabric, all of that. So I'm gonna try to pull that together this weekend and give a review on that one. So I'll let you know what I think going forward. And then the last thing I want to share stitching wise, well, not me, we're just gonna go with it, is my TBS for this video is Raise a Glass of Cheer by Blackbird Designs. And this one's been on for a while on my list. They've all been on for a while. And it's just so elegant and like has the purple undertones that I love. So I don't know when I'm gonna stitch it. It's just gonna stay on the list. One of these days, eventually, maybe, we'll see. My recommendations this time around, I'm gonna re-recommend I Stitch Birds because I love listening to Laura, and she's getting me addicted on a bunch of Russian and Ukrainian and just like international designers from my bobbin. And so I've been checking out those, and I have a list going there of ones I want to stitch. It's never ending. Why is everyone so good at cross-stitch designing? Speaking of cross-stitch designing, Chris from Camping Stitcher, she's got tons of patterns out and stuff that I want to try. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are all so amazing. And she just finished the Kringles pattern, which has been on my TBS for a while as well. So everything is pulling me. Everything is pulling my focus. Started watching So Me Sarah, love her. She's gonna be doing, I think it's 50 new starts in 2024 for her 50th birthday. So go you, not me. Sorry, I will support you, but not. But Penny's daughter Stitches Michelle, she's also doing 50 new starts for since from the start of her birthday this year to her birthday next year. And I believe she's already got like 24 new starts. So she hit the ground running. I don't blame you. And then the other one I want to recommend is the Runner Stitcher, and that's Andrew. He just started, and I love listening to him. He's so calming. He's got a couple projects on like sweatshirts and stuff. He's done this Disney one for his mom, and he's like doing his as well so they can match, which is super cute. Love it. And I'm just really excited to see what he does next. That Mirabilia that he's got going is going to be gorgeous. Yeah. So what else have I got? That's everything stitching. If that's all you're here for, thanks for showing up. I realized I never did like an intro, like this is my channel for cross stitch, blah, blah, blah. But if you've been here long enough, you know, if you've been on YouTube long enough and you searched for Flosstube and you found me, you know what you're looking for. You know what a Flosstube channel is. Anyway, sorry, I digress. That's everything stitch-wise. And I will share, I'm gonna put a little video in right here of one of Brian's photos. So see you in a second. Hello again. So today I'm gonna show you this little three-way one from Brian. So let's bring you in close. And this first one says, "This is my jam." And the jam's telling him, "You don't own me." And let's see, come on down here. And you've got fruit on phones. Can't tell you the meaning of that one right now because I don't get it. But it's supposed to be funny. I guess apple and something with grapes. I don't know. And then this one, rice to meet ya. Couple little sushis. So that's your pick of the day. Okay, so welcome back. And my last little tidbit of the day is going to be language, and of course it's the holiday season. So I'm going to show you how to do Merry Christmas, or what I've learned on how to do Merry Christmas in Spanish, French, and sign language. So Spanish, I'm sure you've all heard it, Feliz Navidad. You've heard the song, you know how to say it. In French, it's Joyeux Noël, Joyeux Noël. And then in sign language, it's Merry, which is the same time for happy. So Merry. And then, so this is day. It like ends in a D. Let me back up. So this is day. I've showed you before. I think it's this way or this way. But anyway, Christmas is with a C. So you can do C, or you can just do coming up with a C. So, okay. There's your little language tidbit. So that's all. I don't have one of the like and break signs or whatever. But thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I'm hoping to have one more before the end of the year. I mean, everybody's doing whip parades. I'm going down to organize my sewing corner anyway, so I might as well set everything up for a whip parade. I won't film that today, but maybe that'll be my last one of the year. We'll see. Who knows? All right. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time. Later.